Okay, so hi guys, Christina here. Today we've got Rachel, Michaela and Alison for the 2020 project, and I am teaching them online how to do their makeup with Benefit Cosmetics, sponsored from Benefit Hong Kong. So super excited to get our first three girls underway. So hi girls.
Hi Chris.
Thanks for being a part of my project. It's super exciting. So today we're just going to do a work style makeup. The girls are all teachers, so it's quite nice to do a work specific makeup. So hopefully everyone learns a bit of nice, natural, but enhancing makeup. So we're going to start with foundation first. So we don't have any foundations through Benefit, so the girls are just going to use their own, but it's nice to just know the technique of how you should put your makeup on with foundation, and knowing that only a little bit can, you know, really enhance your features, so, and cover up anything needed. So with your girls' foundations and your foundation brush, which there's many different styles, so we've got a style like this, a style like this, so whichever you have, and then you want to get your makeup. Yeah, that's correct. And so you want to get your foundation, sorry, and then just put it on the top of your palm. So it's going to be like your little palette. Lots of people tend to, you know, put it straight with their fingers onto their face, but I prefer to put it onto your palm, so on the top of your hand, just so you can like apply. Because if you do it straight onto your face, you kind of put too much on, whereas you can just lightly go on, because less is better. We don't want the cakey effect. So I like to start from the top of the forehead, and you can either work one side down, or just kind of do on top of your forehead, work your way down, leave under your eye, because that's where we do the concealing. You can go on top of your eye, and it takes away any blues or greys in your eyes that's just naturally there. And then work all your way down to your neckline. So we'll start on one side and then work your way down. And always work downwards, not upwards.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Shall we start?
Yes, you can. Do ask questions if you have any difficulties or are not sure, but always, and then definitely work downward motions. It's pretty simple, but some people do tend to go upward. What's that, sorry?
I've never put it on my hand before, so that's a good tip to start with.
Yeah, well, it just I find you use less doing it that way, because you kind of know where you've gone. And like I said before, less is more. We don't want the cakey effect. Just don't go under your eyes, Rach, until, because we don't want to put too much product under there. Looking good. How do you wear much makeup during school days, or mostly more so at night, or?
More a night out, I would say.
Yeah.
I always try and put foundation on, concealer on, and that's it for school, basically.
Yeah. It's nice. I mean, I think if you have to wear makeup and you don't really like it, I think the best thing to do is just get a nice complexion, and then you feel, you feel good, confident.
Yeah.
Chris, I normally put a primer on underneath my foundation. Is that?
Yes. Yeah, so I do recommend primers, especially here with the humidity. However, lots of my clients say, well, I don't need it because I don't think I need it because I'm hardly outside, or my makeup stays on all day. So I only recommend it for ladies who, want their makeup to last all day. I have clients, by 11 o'clock, their makeup's already off. So that's why you'd wear it. And it's nice to just have that barrier, and it does last longer. It's not 100% needed, but if you feel your makeup does come off during the day, then primers are perfect. Which one do you use?
Just a Revlon one.
Yeah,
it's like
nice.
That one, so it's not as shiny.
Yeah, do you like it? Yeah, good.
I'm going to oil away as opposed
Yeah, yeah, that's important. Cool. Looks nice. Any questions on that? Just, and always make sure you come down your neck, because necklines are always a different color, especially when the sun's out. Your chin protects your neck, so it's a little bit whiter. So just make sure all those areas are nicely blended in, especially around the nose, in the inner corner. Sometimes you get a little bit dark in the inner corner. And then through your hairline too.
I've always found that I've used foundation that's more liquidy, like a bit like a moisturizer, but obviously it's not, so it doesn't feel particularly, I don't know, thick.
Too thick, yeah. Do you have, is it a foundation or like a BB cream, or what do you have there?
Oh, number 7 foundation.
Oh yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, liquid ones are the best, I think. What's that?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm using Michaela's right now, but I usually just wear a BB cream in the morning. It's just easy.
Yeah, it is, and you can just do it with your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and BB creams, they don't give you that much coverage, but if you want, like a little bit of coverage, take away any redness or darkness or anything like that, those are nice and for easy, quick. But your bases look really pretty. Just evened everything out. Looks nice.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
Good, actually. It's good to know a technique from starting from the top, because to be honest, I just put it on my hands and then just rub it all over my face.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I do think the brushes are better because it gives you that flawless, evened finish, because you do go, you kind of make an effort to go down and round and everything. And you'll notice, I know you guys are going out tonight with your events, but you'll notice it lasts longer. And you won't have to, I don't know if you touch up during the night, probably not, I don't, but you won't have to touch up. So just a little bit, just doing a little bit of extra techniques, you'll notice the makeup does go a long way. Okay, cool. So that was nice and easy. So we're going to go on to the concealers. So we've got, Benefit have come out with a new range called Boing. So I've got the airbrush concealer. You guys have got quite we've all got different ones, which is quite cool. So what we'll do is, we'll get your concealer brushes. So the synthetic type brush. Yeah, perfect. And what I want you to do, because these are quite creamy textures, because I don't want you guys to have too heavy under the eyes. So I want you to mix it with your foundation. So if you have anything left or not, just top up the top of your hand with your foundation. And then you're going to mix your foundation and concealers together. Just because it gives a nicer, thinner coverage as opposed to packed and too cakey under the eye. So what you want to do is concealer brush. Just load up your brush with your concealer. Just a couple of tap it in a couple of times, and good work. And then you want to literally just mix it right in with your foundation. So it's pretty much 50-50. But you want more of a liquidy finish as opposed to a thick, creamy finish.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and so this technique is, with the foundation, we work downwards and we were, swiping it down our face with the brush. For this, we're going to do tapping motions. So we don't, if we, do it like with the foundation when we went like that, it's just going to not give you that coverage that you need. With a tapping motion, get right underneath. And if it's a little bit light, that's fine. But you really just want to get right under your lash line, into the inner corner of your eye, and just cover any of the darkness that you might see. And even sometimes I have a little bit of darkness here, so kind of cover up there. But it's all about, the biggest tip to come away from concealing is all about the tapping. Don't worry that this is here because it'll blend it in with your foundation brush. But for now, it's just under here. Yep. And all about the tapping motion. If you feel you need more product, just absolutely go ahead and add more. sounds like a little bird.
Yeah. Sometimes you can hear birds, but
Not in this case.
not in this case. It sort of looks like I've got two silver eyes.
Don't worry, yep. Same.
So I'm not meant to rub it in or anything.
No,
just
don't
tap
rub it in yet. Just tap it all underneath. Go right under the under your eye, and then we'll blend it out with your foundation brush, and maybe a little bit more foundation. If you feel and then you'll know. Then it will blend together nicely. Yeah,
have I put enough?
Yeah, I think you've put enough, Rach, but I think just a little bit more down on your left eye. Just as a little bit of a crease, just in the middle, in the corner near your nose. Yeah, and down, yeah, exactly where you are now. Yeah, perfect. Because you know how sometimes I get it quite often, you get a bit of a dark circle and a little bit of a dent around here. You bring down your concealer just a little bit more, and it just covers that area.
Yeah. Just
that, you know, if you're a little bit tired or what have you. How are you guys going up there? Kayla, now it looks nice. Okay, sorry?
Is it too far? Like, I feel like we've gone a bit far down here.
That's fine. It doesn't matter, because if you have, we can, the next part will be perfect to rub that all in. Yeah, nice, very nice. So you want to get your foundation, and I think we will just use a little bit more of, a foundation brush, and add a little bit more of your actual foundation to the top of your hand. And with new products that we've never used or you've never used before, it is a little bit of trial and error as well. So it's totally fine if you've got a little bit too much on or what have you, but this next step will be able to blend it all out. Yeah, so you just want to just get your foundation brush and do exactly the same, but you want to just pretty much going right over it. And you can see how that's really like blending it all in. I already have my day's makeup on, so and this is actually far too light for me anyway. But in saying that, you can see that's really taken that off.
Yeah.
But it's still got the coverage, but it's just really nicely blended that through. And you guys are fine too, because you don't have blusher on, so you can just bring it down just to make sure that's all fluent and all looking like one canvas, as opposed to a circle and your natural color. So just, and just make sure you're tapping and never, don't blend, swipe, because then it'll just take it all off. You can see, especially with your Rach, it's nicely blending in. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, no, I do actually, and I would never have done this.
Yeah, and I think
I would have never put the concealer on and then the foundation over the top. You know, again. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and lots of people don't know that step either. The meeting is down. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
Do I need more like right here? See how it's darker?
Concealer for you?
Yeah. Or is that
maybe, if you feel like you do, definitely. There's no harm in adding a little bit more at all. Just make sure you just go, like, add a little bit, because you don't want to get it to the point where it's too much and it may get cakey. So just, yeah. Looks nice, Rach. And even if I were you, go over your eyes, over the lids of your eyes, just to kind of get that color out as well. Yeah.
Still dabbing.
Yeah. Oh, you can. It doesn't matter. You can swipe with this one on top of your eyes. Just kind of even your eyelids up as well.
Cool.
Good. How are you feeling, Michaela?
Yeah, good, I think. Does it look okay?
Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, it looks great. Looks really great. Good trick, right?
You're a good teacher.
Thank you. And if you ever have like any redness or any blemishes, you would go with more of a finer using the concealer, you'd use the more finer brush. I am like an eyeliner brush, or, you know, that's got a really fine tip. I think you have them, but I don't know if you do. But you can always do it with a concealer. But for the redness, find a, you know, a blemish or acne or something, you just top up your brush with the concealer, and then I'll just find something here, and you just literally just dab it onto that area. It's all about the dabbing. Never swipe it off, just because you will never get the coverage you need. And then what you do, you probably grab your concealer brush again, and then just dab over it, just to make sure those corners aren't obvious. And that's the way you'll get like really good coverage for, you know, pimples or redness, or if you've got freckles or pigmentation. And that's a really good tip to cover those. So lots of people find that, you know, they've got redness and they don't know how to cover it, but it's more about the brush, just like pinpointing that area as opposed to a wide area, and then blending it out with your concealer or foundation brush to make sure that you don't have this white dot in the middle of your
in the middle of your forehead.
Yeah, which is not a good look. Okay, and so usually we'd also powder, like just put a little light powder of, layer of powder, just so your makeup doesn't slide. I more recommend it for skins that are oily, but it is always nice just to, you know, put a little light layer around. So I don't think we have any powders, but just for reference. And it's either the translucent powders are the best for this, because it's really, really thin, as opposed to other setting powders are far too thick, and that's when the cakiness starts to happen. So it's just for your guys' future reference. And the brushes you would use are more like really fluffy type ones, as opposed to dense ones, like the concealer and the foundation are quite dense. You want really fluffy type brushes that are more, you know, that can fit right under your eyes, because it's really getting into those smaller areas. And you can also powder down your forehead or your nose and your chin, just to take any shine. But it's always nice to have a little bit of natural shine as well. Yeah. So that's the concealer part. Any questions?
No, I think it's good. I think I actually understand how to do that now.
Yay! Wonderful. Good. Right, so let's move on to your brows. We don't want to go too full on. I mean, Rachel, you've got a perfect set of brows. I mean, I think the only thing that we need to do, like mine, just kind of do the edges, because we don't want, you know, full on crazy brows. But it's nice to give the products a go. I actually don't have that one, but that's okay. I've got mine. So if you'd like to show your different
this one.
Brows, yep. So you got the browsing. Oh, that's cool packaging, right?
Yeah, it's funky.
Okay, cool. So have you guys tested them at all?
Mine's actually a powder.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's actually good, because you don't need a whole lot anyway. And you've got a highlighter there by the looks of it. What's that, Alison?
Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I've used this one before. It's quite good, actually, just to fill in my eyebrows.
Yeah, perfect. Yay, good. So I'll guide you guys along. Can you hold yours up, Rachel? I just want to see the colours. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, oh, cool. You've got the little brushes in there too, so.
Yeah, it's one on each end.
Yeah, so you want to be using the angled brushes, and you've got, yeah, perfect. So you want to use the mascara, that's a mascara type one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll brush that through. So you'll use yours actually straight from the bullet or the pen. Yeah. And then Rach and Michaela, you use it with your angled brushes. So let me find an angled brush. Here we go. Okay, so you want to, with Rach and Michaela, you want to just top up your brush with a bit of the product. And so
shall I use the lighter one or the darker one?
So I would go for the darker, and then we'll just blend it out with on top of your hand. So you don't want to go too full on. So just once you've loaded it up, just tap it off onto the top of your hand so it's not going to be too dark when we start. And with Rach, you probably won't need to do the first part just because you've got really nice inner corner brows. So you'll just wait actually for the edge, because you don't need to darken the inner corners. And then Alison and Michaela, so we've both got pretty nice inner brows as well, but even just to add a little bit more, you want to use your brush or your pen that you've got and just in light motions flick upwards. So you want this part, the most thickest part of your brow, we want to go upwards. So we can I'm just going to overdo it for online purposes. So you're just vertically going to be working that brow up. So go with that stage first. And and I'll watch you guys as you go. Nice. And if you feel that you've gone too much, don't worry about it. We've got trusty cotton buds to be able to take away any mistakes or darkness.
Do I want
Nice. That's a perfect colour for you. We'll do the end soon. We'll just do the middle on both sides. Well, the first part of your brows. I've overdrawn that. Gonna get like those wiggly brows, horrible wiggly brows. It's a really nice colour. I like both of them. Yep. Cool. And then on the edges, you just want to slant your brush downwards or your pen downwards and go in a small strokes going downwards. And this is what you can do too, right, actually. So you just want to work your way down. And
from about the middle.
Yeah, exactly where you are now. Yeah, and it's literally just to fill in those edges and make them a little bit longer. We've both got a little bit shorter brows. Actually, most women do. So you just want to follow your natural brow and just elongate it a bit more. So it doesn't look like your brows. Yeah, perfect. Nice, Rach.
Yeah?
Yeah. You can make it a little bit longer if you like. Good.
It's a bit dark, maybe.
For me, it looks fine, but if you feel for yourself, get if you've got cotton buds handy, just go back over it and you can swipe it off. But I think that looks fine.
Yeah.
Nice. How do you girls feel, ladies feel? Good. Alison and Michaela. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah, I really like yours especially. The colour is perfect for you, Alison. It's really nice.
I've used this before and I really liked it, and I actually meant to go buy another one. So.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Score. Okay, and so I don't think I gave too many, but if maybe you've got the eyebrow brush. You've got one, yeah. Do you have one on the end of your ones that they've given?
I don't think so.
No.
Okay. I was just going to say that eyebrow brushes are perfect as well, just to blend all that colour through, so it kind of just distributes it out, and obviously it just brushes your brows up into place. So
like this, like how do you use this? Like that?
Yeah, so you just use so for the first part of your brow, just kind of on an angle going upwards, in the 45-degree angle, kind of going up, and then the edges you want to go downwards, just kind of following how it curves up and then around. Yeah.
You're looking like a natural, Alison.
Yeah. Nice. Wonderful. And if you don't have anything like this, mascara brushes are really good. But obviously clean your brush first, because you don't want to have black or brown thick eyebrows in it. So that's the brow part. I mean, brows aren't necessary, but if you feel like you want the extra, eyebrow there or in the edges or nicely, it really does frame your brows. But great, especially you've got really nice natural brows anyway. So it's something you can kind of miss if you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right, mascara time. Now, I think there was only 2 there, wasn't there? Oh, okay, boo. Sorry, I should have said that. But you'll maybe.
Want me to go check if I've got mine?
Yeah. Pardon?
Or if not, I can give Michaela mine, and then she can have this one if she hasn't got it in her bag. We can see.
Okay. Have yours? Okay, perfect. So go straight on to lashes. So got the roller lash. I think we've all got the roller lash. Yeah. Oh, you got the real lash. Yeah, cool.
I've got the real one, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So we want to start with your bottom lashes first. And that's purely because, when you do your top and then go to your bottom, you don't want to put your top, rub your mascara on the top of your eyelid. So with the bottom lash, you just want to, it's a bit hard in here. Just wiggle the brush around and kind of coat the lashes down there. So, but that's pretty self-explanatory. Yep.
You see, you think it is, but not for someone like me. I always do that.
Lots of people like to do it across. Maybe try, if you feel it's a little bit intimidating doing it this way, vertically, then try horizontally. But cotton bud. Use a cotton bud, and do you have a cotton bud handy?
I think there was some on the table.
Could you pass one for me, please?
Sorry, I shouldn't really say that this is an easy step.
Oh.
It's sometimes with the mascara, I wonder if it's because mascaras might be old, but when you get the cloggy look.
Yeah, yeah. Or it means that you've got too much on your brush.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you do, pull it out of the, the thing, you kind of rub the tip on, how you're taking it out. Just rub the tip and get less on the brush.
You might want to take this one out.
I think that's
enough.
Good. Yeah. You've even created a little eyeliner there.
I know, I didn't mean to. Yeah.
What I do like to do as well is you can use your spit, and then work it right underneath, taking out away any go right underneath the lashes. So you're not touching them per se, but you're just trying to remove anything that's kind of dropped down to the bottom. I think that's the easiest way to kind of get rid of any droppages or mistakes. And as you brush it by, you can also, grab a little bit that's kind of gone too thick onto your lashes. I think that's might have to do that for you a little bit, Rach, because it's
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you do my makeup for me?
Yeah, go for it.
Is that okay? Too
Yeah,
thick?
that's better. Yeah. And then, we'll do this next. We'll do to clean it up a little bit more next, I think, will be the easiest. Cool. And then, again, grab and, load your brush up again, but just make sure you do kind of take off any excess from the top there, because it can, create a little bit too thick on the lashes. So what you want to do for this one is start right at the root of or base of your lashes and kind of zigzag your mascara upwards, and instead of, you know, you can coat them first if you like, just to get a layer on, but the point of the zigzagging it up really separates and gives a little bit of extra volume to your curls than normal, which I find it's a little bit hard for me now because I've already got a layer from this morning, but to notice a difference. But when you guys do it now, just really wiggle it, zigzag it right up to get that extra boost.
Okay. This is where it all goes wrong.
We've got nice long lashes, Alison.
Thank you. I put my mascara on.
You can see them all coming out. You right, Rash?
Yeah, sometimes I have a tendency of like stabbing my eye.
Yeah, don't worry, I do the same. And don't worry if you get on the top of your eye either. We can always just, that's why I love cotton buds. They're my best friend.
Yeah. Is that enough?
Yeah, I think that looks nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, that looks very nice. Open your eyes even more. Nice. Very nice. I love mascara. Because, you know, just defines the eyes a little bit more.
Yeah.
Perfect. And if you've made any mistakes, just get your cotton bud again and just, I really find if you go from the edge and then kind of work your way towards in a corner, it gives it extra lift with your lashes, because it kind of goes against it, so it lifts all your lashes up. So see if you can do that, trying to take off anything in between. You're going against where your lashes go, and it just really lifts them up. And I find it's just a little bit easier to take off any mistakes as well.
Cool.
Yep. Wonderful. So eyes are done pretty much. Well, obviously we're not doing eyeshadow, but for a basic, you know, workwear, it's quite nice, right? And easy to do it. Like, it's not going to take you guys this long when you normally do it, but you know, it's really nice. Base is good, eyes looking nice, and then we just need to finish with a bit of blush. And like I was saying before, I love these tints, liquid tints that they've got. Actually, so
it's really dark.
Rich. Yeah, it looks dark, but we'll blend it in. And then with you, Michaela, it's the pinkier, bright pinkier one. Yeah, and then the blood looking one for you, Alison. Yeah. So the ones that are the ones we probably won't use them, because I found they kind of didn't do much, but I just left it in there because, you know, extra. So we've got paintbrush looking applicators. So just make sure you do tap off the excess back into it, because it's very bright. And we need to kind of work a little bit fast with these. So I'll show you how to do it, because this is what I've used all day and it's really, really nice. And I put it on at like 8 o'clock this morning. So just when you do it, you want to smile and just put like a couple of like swipes of it. And with your fingers, just nicely blend it in to the apple of your cheeks. If it's too much, then just, you know, put a little bit more on start the other side. But you just want to really blend it through. And then you can keep blending until you've got the lightness or the darkness that you want. So obviously I'm a little bit darker, so I've kind of just gone quite bright. But with you guys, maybe just put one swipe on and then just really work it into your skin. And actually, Michaela, you've got the same one as me, so you only just need one swipe, and it's a little bit more thicker. And with Rach and Alison, it's more watery, so you might need a couple, and just be careful it doesn't slide down your cheek. Yeah.
Should we do that now?
Yeah, you can pop it on now.
Just dab?
Yeah, just dabbing it through. And make sure you're really blending it. So really spread it around onto your cheek, Michaela. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's better. And if you feel you need more, absolutely add more. It's just what you're comfortable with, the brightness. And I love blusher because it just brightens your face and gives a bit more depth as opposed to just, you know, one blank canvas of your foundation. But it's really nice and easy to just keep blending it. If you feel you can't blend it anymore, just use your foundation brush and just really get around in those corners and blend it through as well. So you could got the use of your foundation brush or your fingers and just really working it onto your cheeks there. And it gives a nice natural, like, glossy glow as opposed to a powder that's quite matte.
Do you think I need to put more on, or can you tell?
I can tell, but I think you could get away with a little bit more.
Okay.
What about me?
I think your left maybe a little bit more.
This one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you've got a nice amount on the other side, but just a little bit more on the left-hand side. Yeah, that's nice, Rach. That's really nice. Yeah, and even more on the other side. Michaela, how do you feel with your ones?
Yeah, all right, I think.
Yeah, I think you can put a little bit more on your right. But the tones are really, really nice. And just make sure when you put it on, you don't swipe it. You just are like dabbing it because you don't want to take it all off.
Do I need a bit more now on my right side?
Yeah, I think you do, yeah.
To balance up.
Yeah, yeah. That's nice, Rach. I really like that colour on you. And it's easy to use, right? Because a lot of people get a bit scared with blusher because, you know, the razor stripes and stuff. But the benefit, liquid ones are so nice. Really nice.
I think I've got a bit too far.
No, I think you're fine. I think that looks really nice.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Good, cool. So with Michaela, we can use this for lips as well. Rach and Alison, you could probably do a stain and try it as a stain, but you've got the lips. There's a couple of lip glosses and there's a couple of, oh shit, that's a primer. We forgot to use that. Yeah, you've got, yeah, that's a nice one to use, Alison. And what other ones do you have? And that's a nice gloss. So what I think, that's like a highlighter, but it's not, when I had tested it, I didn't think it did much. So.
My one?
Yeah. And no, what Alison and Michaela had. Yeah, I just didn't find that did much. It's supposed to be a highlighter, but I think it felt like it was just nothing, and it went all chalky. So, but with the lips, I reckon, Michaela, would be cool if who has a gloss as well? There's 2 brown glosses.
Yeah, me.
Oh yeah, cool. So, Rach and Michaela, let's go with your, just putting your tints on. Yeah, the lipstick ones. And applying with the brush onto your actual lips. And then with Alison, you've got the lipstick, which is actually really nice. There's 2 different colours, a darker colour and a lighter colour. So you can mix them together, or you know, put it on at the same time flat, or you can kind of tip it and it just has the lighter colour. It's kind of what you...
So the one that I've just used on my cheeks.
Yeah, you can put it onto your, put on your lips. It's not going to be as dark or bright, but this is quite a bright lipstick, you can tell.
Yeah.
I love it. So go ahead and have a bit of fun with the lipsticks. and then just tap it in with your finger once you kind of loaded it up, just to blend it out. And then you can put the gloss over top. Maybe, can you put a little bit more on, Rach? Just a little bit to see. Yeah, it's better. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can, if you want, you can put the hula gloss over the top, just to give a bit of shine to it. Yeah, nice shine. You suit that color, Alison. It's really nice. Do you like that one?
It's a nice one. It's easy too.
Yeah, and it's nice and quite moisturizing as well, that one. It's got a nice feel to it. How about you, Michaela?
All right.
Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, you've got the lip gloss on as well. And you, Rach? That looks the nice bronzy kind of finish.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if it's as natural as possible, then I would wear it. And so I think with both of them together, it sort of works.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Ah, thank you.
How long was that? That was like, an hour?
Are we really slow students?
It didn't even feel like an hour. That was fun. How did you feel?
No, really good. And honestly, all these brushes, we were commenting earlier about how nice they are. And
good.
So you've done an amazing job. And we definitely really appreciate you showing us how to do this. To be honest, I didn't know how to do any of this, like none of it. So you taught me a lot.
Yay! You're welcome. Yeah. And this is recorded too, so I'll send it back to you guys. So if you forget some, different techniques, then you can just go back to it and go, oh yeah, that's right. So I think that's the beauty of the online, instead of having a piece of paper, which is ruined. You can just easily fast forward and go back and kind of, pick up where you need to remember. So it's quite handy in that aspect as well.
Absolutely. And then all your clients around the world, instead of them coming to you if they're around the world, then they can do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that was fun. Loved it.
Yeah.
And I haven't done 3 people at the same time, so it was a cool little experience to do it. So thank you for being a part of my project.
Yeah, no, thanks, Chris. You're an absolute star, and it's been awesome learning all of this stuff.
Pleasure, my pleasure. Well, I'll leave it there. And if you guys have any questions, just flick me an email. More than happy to answer anything. But I hope you liked it. I enjoyed it. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Chris.
Welcome. Bye.